Hello everyone, welcome to our Timeless Oracle reading. Our Oracle card for today belongs to Earth Blessings Oracle Cards by Liz Dean. The card for today still belongs to the springtime portion of the Four Season deck card. The card is card number 4 and it is entitled Continue. There's a subtitle underneath it that says, May you trust this path. Before we underwent the winter of our transformation, before springtime came, many of us relied more when it comes to decision making. We relied more on our logical mind to make the right decision because that is what we have learned in our growing years, that we need to trust our logical mind, the knowledge that we have developed or gathered along the way, putting all this knowledge and experiences that we've had allows us to make rather good decisions. But then we realize that our logical mind can only see up to a certain point, and there are certain things that are beyond the vision of the logical mind. And so we realize that not all decisions we make are right, and there are some decisions that we commit that somehow lead to, which later on we realize are a less optimal decision where we could have made better ones. We realized that there is a certain limitation also when making decisions using our logical mind. But because this has helped us along our journey, we learn to trust it also. And we accept those mistakes that we learn along the way, and then we say, okay, this is a new lesson for me, and so I move forward. Now, when you undergo transformation, the universe develops another aspect of decision making, sort of like a partner that the logical mind has to learn to dance with. When we undergo transformation, the universe opens up, or the spirit opens up that gift of intuition. We start to develop our intuition, and we start to learn how to trust our gut feeling, to trust what we sense from within that we before did not use or did not trust it because we were not aware that it existed. And so after the winter time of transformation, this newly energized intuition, these new gifts, these inner senses that were awakened, makes us learn to combine, when it comes to decision making, both the logical mind and our intuition. The logical mind starts to learn how to be humble enough to listen to the promptings of our intuition. Sometimes the intuition would lead us to certain paths that the logical mind will question. And sometimes the logical mind cannot understand. Why am I being led to this one? It seems unreasonable. It seems beyond logic. But then again, something inside you impels you. Your intuition somehow tries to convince the logical mind to follow. And the logical mind, realizing the value of the intuition, the value of intuition now, after the transformation, somehow learns to forego his thoughts, his points of view, and allows the intuition to guide us to the path that we feel we are being impelled to go through. And suddenly, the universe surprises us. Miracles happen. And what we thought was the right path and the shortest path to the fulfillment of what we were aiming for we realized that the other path that was beyond logic, sometimes quite illogical, suddenly we realized that it was actually the best path. It was the shorter path, and it was a path that gave us more than we were expecting. And so the logical mind starts to learn to collaborate with our intuition. And so even if there were choices that will come along the way wherein the logical mind questions and wonders whether it is the right path, we learn to trust the intuition and we learn to continue. And this is the message of the card. The logical mind after transformation learns to trust and to work hand in hand with our intuition. And sooner or later, with this kind of humility, we are able to continue even through paths that we are not sure, through paths that are beyond our cognition. We learn to trust that silent guiding hand. And as the subtitle says, may you trust this path. We listen more to the intuition because by experience, as we gather more experiences, we realize that the conscious mind has to walk hand in hand with intuition. And when the logical mind is unsure, to trust intuition, especially if the impulse is very strong, to trust it and to continue towards this path that is filled with mystery, and we allow the universe to surprise us and to teach us new lessons about life. Now I invite you to read with me or to listen as I read the handbook that accompanies this card, which has 3 portions. The first one is insights. The second one is sort of like a blessing. And then the third one is an affirmation. So in that part of continue, which says, may you trust this path. In the inside portion, it says, even when you doubt your direction, you appreciate your progress. You do not need to know your destination, as each stage of your journey has its own magic to unfold. You trust your feelings and follow the flow. In the second portion, the blessings, it is said, may you take the next step. May your heart lead you. May you find what you seek. May you believe in this direction. May the path you take inspire others to follow. When we are able to rely on the collaboration between our intuition and our logical mind, we sooner or later also become guides for other people in their spiritual journey. Finally, there's the affirmation. I walk onward as the earth holds me. So we start to develop that confidence based on the experience. We learn to trust that silent guiding hand in our inner self, because as we gather more experiences, as we listen to that inner guidance, we develop confidence in the wisdom that comes from within. And that confidence grows into faith, and that faith grows into cooperation, docility, and yes, sooner or later, we develop that humility, knowing that we don't have to undergo the journey alone. Well, that's it for today. I hope you were able to gain some insights from our reflection. Thank you for the likes and comments you've given to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. I hope to see you again soon. Until that time, may God continue to bless your ways.